Welcome, everybody. So, in case you don't know what we're doing today we're talking travels. So, in case you don't know what we're doing today we're talking travels. So, while we're waiting for people to join us both on Facebook and on YouTube, I see that people are joining now. That's very good. While we're waiting for people to join us both on Facebook and on YouTube, if you're joining us, please give a thumbs up, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know where are you watching from. Today we want to talk travels. We want to talk travels. We want to educate ourselves because I see that over times and times again, a lot of people just migrate. They travel to different parts of the world without understanding why they are making that decision. So where do you want to go? Why do you want to go there? Are you in the right frame to make that movement? So that's what we want to discuss today because migration is a very important topic, and a lot of people just they jump on the plane without understanding where they're going and why they're choosing that country. So if you're here, please leave a comment in the comment section, and let's get talking. I want to answer your questions. So, what questions do you have as regards travels? If you want to go somewhere, you need some advice. Like I said, you could travel anywhere in the world. You don't need an agent. It's just about understanding what you need to do and go for it. So I've traveled a lot of places, and it's very sad when you see Nigerians, Africans, even different part of the world, people migrate without understanding what is available in that country. Of course, all these informations might not be fully online, so you do need somebody who has been there and who can shed light to you that okay, this place is good for this purpose and that place is good for that purpose. So please let me hear you. Please use the comment section. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Tell us where do you want to go? Why do you want to go there? Do you have a family, or you're in the process of migrating somewhere? It's looking difficult. What is the problem? Tell me. Let's discuss. Use the comment section. Oh, I see a comment from Benny. Welcome, bro. So thanks for showing up. Yeah, thank you. This is majorly to assist our people in making good decisions. So a lot of people say, I want to travel out. I want to, all these things comes with information. There are some places you should not go based on your distinct characteristics. So it's not just about jumping in the plane, like I said earlier. It's about understanding where you will be of value and where you will be able to, be who you want to be based on your own distinct characteristics. So please use the comment section. Where do you want to go? Let me dive into it. What your travel plans? So even away from travel within Nigeria, there's so many opportunities. Let's talk. That's why I'm here today. I see two people live right now. Please let me know. I want to answer all of your questions. Just tell me. It's totally free. I'm not charging anything for it. So let me know where do you want to go, what your travel needs. Let me advise you. And I'm also making a big announcement from the month of July. I want to start offering a free service, and that's visa verification. So I see a lot of people losing millions of naira to fake visas. That should not be happening anymore. So by myself, I'm opening up a travel agency free. I'm not getting paid, but we will have a website and stuff. At least for now, I'm not charging anybody for anything. Of course, don't say I'm not paying for anybody. So if I'm doing anything for you, you have to pay your application fees and all of those things. But from July, I'm opening up a free agency where we do verification of visas. So if anybody does, because I see that a lot of agents still do, um, what do you call it? They will say pay 10,000 naira once your visa is out, and you can pay the rest and stuff like that. And they use this opportunity to give people fake visas, especially to places like Dubai, like Singapore, Malaysia, those places that uses e-visa, and e-visa means electronic visa. I see that a lot of agents use this medium to scam people. So starting from July, I'm going to be offering visa verification services, and it's totally free. At least for the month of July, the whole of July, I won't collect a penny from anybody. So if you have a visa, if somebody sent you a visa, you can easily send it to me, and maximum 48 hours, I will get back to you. And I'm verifying the visas directly from the embassy. I'm not giving it to another agent. So this is just the way to save our people of losing hand money. It's not easy to gather money. I've been in that position where an agent sent me a fake visa. Imagine like at Dubai airport with a fake visa. That could land you in jail, and that's because somebody was over greedy and they just wanted to make 5 6 times more than they should make. So it's a very sad one, but that's why we're here. So I want to talk to you. I want to answer your questions. Tell me, where do you want to go? What's your travel plans? And, let's talk about it. Where do you want to go? I see when I made the post, and a lot of people were making comments. US, UK, Canada. It's those are like pretty much what everybody knows. So I see that a lot of people just they have travel destinations based on popular opinion. So US, Canada, they're all good places. If it was possible, everybody would be in the United States. If it was possible, everybody would probably be in Australia as well. So, but you need to understand what are your resources, what is your age, what is your academic qualifications. These are all the questions that needs to be asked before you choose a travel destination. It's not just about where you want to go; it's about where it is available to you. So, I mean, I've seen just too much to bear how agents scam people, and that's because they don't know, they don't understand. And I still see people going to Lebanon, going to Libya. I don't have any problems with these places, but I have problems because the people who are going are actually going for bigger reasons than they can get there. Like, why would you go to Libya? And the thing is that these people actually spend a lot of money, even than that person who got a scholarship to Canada. That's how funny it is. So it's all about information. It's all about what you know. So I see I did go to Abdul Alpha now, boss. So I'm sure you know what we're doing today. One talk travel, 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 travel. Where do you want to go? Why? Let's talk about it. What is the stage you are? Are you writing IELTS, or are you just prospective traveler? Tell me, what is your plan? You want to move outside of the country? And like I used to tell people, it's a plan that you should orchestrate. So it could take you 2 years, but a lot of people just want that. Oh, how much does it cost? 3 million can take, and then that's all. And that's the problem of people who want to travel from Nigeria. You just think about the money that how much is agent calling? They say it's 1.3 million naira. Okay, this is the money. No, the agent can put you in trouble. I've had a lot of people who paid agents, and the agent make some wrong documents, some fake documents. At the end of the day, you get banned, not the agent. You get the visa ban, not the agent. So the repercussion is on you, not the agent. If there's any problem, if there's a visa refusal, it's on your passport, not the agent. So as you can see, he gets the money, you get the visa refusal, or you get 5 year ban for misrepresentation or falsification of documents. A whole lot of all of this. So there's a whole lot to discuss. I just want you to use the comment section. Tell me we're live on YouTube and Facebook, and nobody's talking. I see my guys in me, yes, but I want to answer questions. I want to make this session be of value. I want to save somebody a lot of thousands of naira. So where are you headed? Tell me, where are you going? What's your plan? And let's talk about it. There is nothing secret about travel. I see a lot of people still do that thing. Oh, don't tell anybody. Like, that's a very, very bad mindset. Of course, nobody asked you to, come to the media and keep shouting, oh, I'm going here, I'm traveling there. That's not the point. But you need information. And how did you get information if you don't talk to people? So tell me, what's your travel plan? Where do you want to go? Will life YouTube and on Facebook. And please use the comment section, Gist Arena TV on YouTube. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, I do have three YouTube channels, by the way. Two are active, so Gist Arena TV and the Experience YouTube channel. Kind of, we've been slow because we're trying to change some things in start new production. So we're trying to, learn how to use some gears and stuff. So, but feel free to jump in there and see the content that we have. So Gist Arena TV on YouTube and the Experience YouTube channel. Show us some love. Subscribe, like, share our videos. Be a brand, push us out there. We really need you to survive. So, but we have stuff to give as well. So tell me. The live 10 minutes. I need questions. Tell me what you want to know. Where are you headed? That's the question. That's the question. Today is Sunday, 30th of June. Where are you headed? Tell me, what is your travel plans? Where do you want to go? You want to move with family? I see a lot of people ask that question as well in the comment section of my previous post. They say I want to move with family. There, it's possible, but it's not all countries that offers travel with migration. So, for example, now somebody says they want to relocate with their children and wife, and then they get a work visa in Dubai. It doesn't allow you to move with family. You need a family visa, which is very expensive, and not all companies are willing to give it to you. But if you want to pay for it yourself, it's very expensive. And I've heard, really, really awful stories of how agents tell people, oh, you will go to Dubai, from Dubai, there is a ship that people take and they're in Germany. Really? You could just take the map and see where the Middle East is from Europe and see the big sea across you, how long you're going to be there. But there's nothing like that, people. There's nothing like that. I'm always very sad when your hard earned money is being taken by agents because of lies. Because you tell you what's not possible. So, Bros Chukuma, we're talking about travel. Where do you want to go? Why do you want to go there? Let's talk about it. Let's clear your doubts and let's discuss. From the angle of somebody who's been there and who knows some things about those locations. And let's educate ourselves. So that's what we're talking about. Feel free to share this video to your Facebook. I want more audience. I really want this to be of value. When I put my time to something, I want to see that it's productive. There was a lot of response to my question of where they want to go to. So I need those people right now to talk. I mean, I did answer the comments, but it's not easy to type. I mean, I have job, I have business, I have stuff that I'm doing always. So it's not easy to spend, hours replying comments, but it's much easier right here. Just type in your comment section. I want to go to Dubai. I have two children. What do you think I think I should do? So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about travel. We're talking about migration. We're talking about relocation. Everything. Where are you going? That's the question. Where are you headed? What's the country you want to go? What's the plan? How do you want to achieve it? So let's shed some light on your doubts. That's what we're doing. Maybe while I'm waiting for questions, I'm going to share my own experience. So in 2015, when I decided, let's say, I don't know, maybe I saw the future, but I finished university in 2013 and went for service at the end of 2013, finished service 2014. And just like every graduate, I went to Lagos, then I was living in Ekiti. I went to Lagos for an interview. And the job was for a junior accountant, kind of like assistant accountant, kind of something like that, for a new hotel. And the hotel is located at the airport road. Well, if you don't know Lagos very well, but I mean, when you hear airport road, it actually means a place that's kind of expensive. And they were going to offer me 40,000 naira. That's today is about maybe should be around yeah, 60 euros a month salary. But the people in Europe will probably think that's crazy, but I mean, it's not about what I do. But I felt like I'm a graduate. I'm going to be working in an expensive community. How do I live with this kind of money? So I made up my mind. Okay, now we have a question. I will continue my story later. So we have a question from Princess. I want to go to Canada with my family. Okay, thank you for the question. So Canada is a beautiful place. It's an amazing country. It's almost like when you get to Canada, it's a home. It's your second home. At some point, it will become your first home. I mean, taking a look at what is going on right now. So you want to relocate with your family. There's different streams of relocations that allows you to move with your family, but these are very intrinsic. When I mean intrinsic, it's like very related to your education, your work experience. So, but not to bore you with all of these details, to relocate to Canada with your family, you could either do it with a spousal sponsorship. That means you have a family, you have like a husband or wife here. So, for instance, is a lady, so that means her husband has to be here before she can use spousal sponsorship. But you can also use the express entry. So, express entry is for professionals to relocate with permanent residents, and they can come with every of their children, even if they are six. But of course, when you have more children, you have more financial requirements to meet. So express entry allows you to self migrate. To do express entry, you don't need an agent. You just need somebody to guide you. So express entry allows you. You have to sit for the IELTS exam, and you have to, submit all of your work experience. And preferably, for you to do express entry, you should have at least a master's degree, either partner. So the good side about express entry is that the wife can be the principal applicant, the husband can be the principal applicant. So it all depends on who is in better shape. So does the husband have a master's degree? Has he been working in the professional field? Then we will know who to use. There's also other couple of streams like further skill workers, some agricultural pilots and stuff. So there's all of these. So for you to want to relocate to Canada with your family and you don't have a spouse here, you're looking at things that will ask questions about your educational background and your work experience. So you really have to have those two things figured out if you don't have a family here. So the question is now that do you have good educational background and do you have good work experience? If you don't have these two, it's somewhat difficult and it's almost impossible. Another way would be a work visa. So maybe the husband gets a work visa, moves here, with time he can navigate himself and get a permanent residence. And then the husband can sponsor the wife. And if it's the wife who came first on a work visa, after some time she can transition into permanent residence and then she can do spousal sponsorship for the husband. Of course, during this time, the husband is free to come and visit and stuff. So and I think she should be eligible for some sort of sponsorship as well. So if you look at all of these things, it still goes back to your education. So if you're gonna get a work visa, who's employing you? I see a lot of scams going on now. We need bricklayers. Oh, we need cleaners. Like, or do you think that the Canadian labor will want to issue a work visa for a cleaner? So a lot of these are not true, and people just get scammed on a daily basis because of all of this. So like I said, Canada is a very good place, and you need to know that it's very competitive as well. So that's why the requirements can be crazy. If you want to go to Canada or you want to go to Ghana, you should understand how many people are moving to Ghana. So the competition is high, not just even for Nigerians, Indians, Filipinos, even Americans are coming to Canada. Even British, as people in the UK, are moving to Canada. Even Europeans. So you see that the competition is high. So the standard is very very high for you to migrate to Canada, except you have a family. That's the easiest. That's the most open way. But if you don't have it, then a lot of the immigration stream is tied around your educational background and your work experience. So those two are very important. So I hope I've been able to answer Princess questions. Of course, there's a whole lot to talk about immigration to Canada. We will probably be here for another 1 hour if I want to dissect everything into tiny details of the express entry, FSW, the agricultural pilot, you know, provincial nominee program and all of that. I did make a YouTube video about it though, but I'm planning to make a YouTube video on each topic. So I hope I've been able to answer your questions. A lot has to do with your educational background and work experience. So more questions, more questions, more questions. So back to my story. So I felt I was not made for Nigeria from 2014. I I I told a lot of friends like I cannot stay in this country. I wasn't doing badly as a fresh graduate. I had my business. I was making, I think, above 100,000 a month. Personal business. I was making 100,000 a month in profit. So I wasn't doing badly. That's why I was able to reject that job. That 40,000 for me, no, no way. So, but I just felt like I didn't see that big chance to be who I wanted to be. So, and just like me, just like you right now, looking for information, I didn't have it, and I jumped at an agent. I paid him 300,000 naira. That was in 2015, early in the year 2015, and I paid him that money. And all of a sudden, this agent blocked me. He blocked. I didn't have access to this agent. But one thing that I always did and I'm still doing, when I meet a person on social media for anything or somebody requires somebody, whenever I have a discussion with such people, I screenshot every single page that I can print out the entire conversation. So while I was discussing with him, I had a screenshot of every single conversation. And when he blocked me, it was easy for me to trace him because from his screenshots where his status and all of posts where I was able to see his wife's shop's address in Lagos. I went to the police station, they were asking me money to be able to follow me there. Eventually, I took it upon myself. It was a really, really sad story. I went to the shop. I then told him I was going to kill your wife if you don't tell her to return my money. I mean, that was a threat for him to do that. He got scared. His family members started calling, and eventually, he he sent me a flight ticket that same day, and eventually he sent me a new visa. The previous one he sent me was fake because then he sent me a visa, but it was fake because I took it to some office in Ikeja to confirm, and later he sent me the original visa, which I later traveled. I landed in Dubai. I called him on phone. He wouldn't pick up. Imagine landing in a new country where you've never been, no family, no friends. But I'm a man, I'm a warrior. So one way or the other, I survived this experience. I was in the airport for I think what, 10, 15 hours. It's really late because there was nowhere to go. So I was basically just sitting in the airport, nobody to pick me, no house, no hotel booking, nothing. Eventually, I had to go with some taxi persons and say, please, I don't have anywhere I'm going. Please, just take me. And luckily, I found a place to stay, paid a little money from there, running around, lost my bag, got a job after a week. Please, when I say I got a job after a week, don't think that it's easy like that in Dubai. Things have changed. And even then, it wasn't easy. It was just sheer grace. I have to tell you, because a lot of people went there together that I met at the airport who later went back without a job. So, you can imagine how tough that time was for me, moving to a country where you don't know anybody and nobody to pick you up from the airport. Why it's big, man. And coming from village in Ekiti and landing in Dubai, with all the skyscrapers and flashy cars, flashy everything. It's you can imagine the transition from from the life in Ekiti and then in Dubai with nobody to pick you up at the airport. This is really crazy, trust me. I mean, I can laugh about it right now, but it was really crazy then. So these are the things that I want to avoid. I don't want people to make the same mistakes. So when you're doing visas, when you're processing this kind of documents, there are questions you will ask the agent. There are things he needs to show you. So that's why I'm here, and I'm offering for free. I'm not billing anybody. I'm not charging you for anything. I just want to help you. Tell me, have you paid the agent? What level is he? Has he given you any documents? I just want to make sure that you don't lose your money to somebody who is greedy. So more questions, more questions, more questions. I mean, if I start to talk about my travels, it's a lot of experience. And somebody asked me how many countries have you been to, so maybe we can count that. Then I mean been to, so I'm not gonna be like leave Nigeria, was born there, Cotonou, Kenya, Dubai, India, Austria, Estonia, of course Latvia, Lithuania, Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden, Finland, France, where else? Turkey. I was in Turkey twice. I was in Russia twice during the World Cup and some months after the World Cup. Where again? Of course, Estonia, Canada. Where else? Where else have I been? Oh, somebody asked me where in Austria. I was in Vienna, and that place is cheap expensive. So I landed in Vienna, and I needed to take a hotel. And the taxi from the airport to my hotel was 48 euros, and I was coming from Dubai, carrying the rams, and I paid 48 euros to. That's another experience on its own. I landed in at the airport. I think it was about 9 p.m.
So 9 p.m. I got out. I needed to get a place to stay. At some point, the taxi dropped me in one hotel. They said it was fully booked because it was a Friday night, and I started dragging my bags in the street of Vienna. Like I don't know anybody. I mean, Vienna is small compared to Dubai, but still, in a country on the streets, I don't know anybody. And I literally was dragging my bags, going from one hotel to the other to find a place to stay. Eventually, it was fully booked, fully booked, fully booked. I mean, that was before Corona, so weekends are usually like that in European cities. So eventually, I got a place to stay for the night for I think like 90 euros or so. That money right now is like 60K a night. And that money was cheap because I checked in late. So if it was a normal booking, I'd probably paying around 120 or 150 euros. So that was my experience in Austria. It was in Vienna. It's a very expensive place, trust me. But I guess they make more money anyway. So are you in Vienna? So I see a message from Manre Singh. That should be from Dubai, I guess. I'm fine. I'm doing great. And Sony, what's up? I see that you're in Ukraine at the moment. How are you? Good to have you back in Europe. Hopefully someday we will get to see. So please, I need questions. I just want us to educate ourselves. I don't want us to be a victim of traveling and getting there and finding out that oh this is not for me. I shouldn't have been here. That kind of thing. Because it's very important that we share this information. It's very important that we don't I don't want you to make the same mistake that I did. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm sharing my experience with you. I mean, lots of experience. By the way, a lot of people will ask me, how do you not speak Hindi? Like Sony, he was very surprised when I speak Hindi. That's Indian language. I was in India for 2 weeks. I wished I was there for more, but I didn't understand something. So let me share that story if you don't have a question. If you don't have any question at the moment. So I was in India, I was in New Delhi, I was in Main Bazaar, Pawaganj. And just like average Nigerian, I was buying everything. I was buying everything. Street food, street chicken, the masala, all the everything. Now I was feeling myself. I came from Dubai, and at that time, one United Arab Emirates dirhams was about 18 Indian rupees. 18 Indian rupees. So it means that 1,000 dirhams is about 18,000 Indian rupees. So I mean, my salary was around 2,200 dirhams then. So that means I went to India on a monthly salary of around almost 40,000 rupees, which is quite a lot of money in India. So that was a lot of flexing. I mean, I went to zoo. I went to what is the name of this? Some kind of tourist attractions. But the sad part of my Indian journey was that due to the food I was buying, I ended up in the hospital, and the hotel had to take me to the hospital. I was vomiting. I was going to the toilet every 2 seconds. I had to go to the hospital, and then they told me that I've been eating quite a lot of junks, and I should stop buying food from the street. And I was restricted to KFC, so I could only go to this high end restaurant. Not that it was expensive; it's fine, but being in a place you just wanted to. Who is this man on that? Can you live there? So I wanted to, enjoy the food, and that's the whole joy of being in the country for the first time. You want to try as many things as possible. You want to go to many places and all of these things. So I was restricted to only KFC, but I guess at the end of the day, this experience it gave me it gave me something. Hey, it gave me one memory that I cannot forget. Marrying an European. What are the requirements for Canada PR? It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. I don't know the country that the European is. Maybe if you could help me with that, that makes it easier. So some European countries like Estonia and some other countries have visa-free access to Canada. So that means your spouse can actually come here visa-free, but not now due to Corona restrictions. So to answer Michael's question, so your partner, I don't know what country it is. Maybe you want to help me with that. So if your partner has a visa-free access to Canada, that makes it a little bit easier, and you can leverage on that. So that means your partner can actually come on a visit to Canada and see if they can find some employers.
And when they get a job, then you can, slowly orchestrate your relocation together. So it's a little bit easier for you if they have visa free access. So I need to know the European country, then it's easier. I can check that online, even though I don't know. But for I'm using Estonia as an example. Estonians have visa free access to Canada, and so with that, as an Estonian, I'm sure the other countries like Germany and stuff too should have. So that means your spouse can come, look things up and secure a job. When you're here, probably it's easier to find a job than if you're abroad. I mean, you can, reach out to people and, really network and, getting a job other than, trying to send your CVs and make job applications from abroad. So that helps. She can come here and see things for herself and, meet people and get a network of employers and something can pop up from there. So I think that's what makes it easy. So if Slovakia, yeah, they should have. I'm not sure because I don't know all of the countries, but we can look it all up on Google. If they have visa free access to this place, and that's good. And even with that, you can even apply for a visa together. So once you can apply for a visa and say that you're going with your Slovakian spouse, that helps your application because you're coming with a spouse and you will go back. So you can do that, get a visa and come and see things for yourself, meet people, meet locals, meet local employers, and then you can leverage on that to eventually move. So that's what people do. So when you come, when you're able to see things for yourself, and then you're able to make content and get networks. Who is this man under the table? So that's my little boy. So because they have visa free access to the US. Yeah, so like I said, we can always check. I can do the check right away to you if Slovakia have visa free access to Canada. So we can always check. Google is our friend. We can ask just about any questions from Google. So, and you can always check the official IRCC Immigrations Canada. So we can passport are granted with an electronic travel for 90 days. Yeah. So yeah. So they do have a visa free access. It's 90 days. So they have visa free access. It's 90 days. That's good. So I just checked online and I see that Slovakians have visa free access, but they have to get ETA, that's electronic travel authorization. It's online. So, but right now, due to the pandemics and the corona restrictions, non-essential travels have been suspended. So that cannot happen now until things open up and things are better. So that's your best bet, bro. Two things: she can come alone, and you guys can apply for a visa together. And if you need help with the visa application, you don't need an agent. Please write me up, and I can guide you how to do it, what to put, because sometimes in visa applications you have to uh, have documents to fight your deficiencies. That's a little bit long talk if I want to go into it. So if you're applying for a visa, you are very old. You should have something to back up why you are old and you are going there. That's for students. So I don't want to digress and change the entire topic. So like I said, she can come alone. You can come without on a visa, and enlarge your network. And surely you'll find something. Canada is one place where there's a lot of immigration parts. There's a lot of immigration parts. You just have to key into one. So that should be fine. You're very, very welcome, Michael. So more questions, more questions, more questions, more questions, more questions. That's the whole idea of this platform today. We want to educate ourselves. We want to make sure that people don't make the same mistakes that we did at some point. That's why we're here, so that we can educate ourselves and get better as a person, get better, get better, get better. So please, I'm waiting for your messages. Shoot me up, shoot me up, shoot me up, shoot me up. I'm waiting for your messages. Let me know where you headed, where you going, what you plan. Don't just travel out. Don't just jump in the plane. Don't just jump on the plane. It's very important. Don't just jump on the plane. Don't just jump on the plane. It's very important. Please don't just jump on the plane. Here, so that we can educate the kids. So questions, 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 but not to bore the people who are watching. Without questions, I would also go to different kind of stories. I'm actually on a video. It's taking me a really long time because of it's a long one, and I'm making a video about Europe versus Canada. What is the difference? Why would I choose Canada over Europe? Why would I choose Europe over Canada? What is the difference? And we can talk about that just about a little bit. Why I would choose Europe over Canada. You see, language is very important. Trust me, language is very important. So I'm just going to touch just one topic out of the many, and that's prospect. So what is the prospect in Canada? What is this prospect in Europe? So in Europe, if you're not into something that has a general language, and when I mean general language, I mean a job, a profession, a line that has a general language. And if you what general language means is like IT. If you're a software developer, you can work in any country with any language. So if you're a programmer, you can work in any country with any language. If you're a web developer, you can work in any country with any language because all they have to do is just put in the test and you do all the design and all this sync of all these things together. But if you're a banker, you can work in every country. If you're a business analyst, you cannot work in every country. If you are a construction expert, a project manager, you can work in every country. And that's the main problem. That's the difference. That's the prospect. So I lived in Europe, and you get to an environment where what are the things available for you? If you're not an IT person, what are the things available for you? If you're a nurse, you cannot be a nurse until you can speak the language. And this is not because of racism. It just makes sense that if you're a nurse, how do you relate with the old woman in the hospital who doesn't understand English? So already you cannot tap into these opportunities. So that's the biggest difference between Europe life and the North American life prospect. So, but you get into North America and you can be whoever you want. You can be the end of Amazon tomorrow. You can be the head of the whole what do you call it? What is this name of this retail outlet? Walmart. You can end the entire Walmart in Canada. You can be the head of sales. You can be the head of operations. So all of these things are available for you. You just have to try, study, get the degree, get the certification, know how to do it, send out your CV, grow in the industry, and all this is available for you. That's the biggest difference between the European life and Canada life prospects. What are the things attainable for you? What is the heights? Where are the things that you cannot get to? So if you're in Europe, language kind of puts an umbrella, it kind of puts, that limit on you, on things you cannot do based on your professions. So like I said in the beginning, IT people might not really have that much of a problem with that because anyways, you probably get hired by international companies and, stuff. But there are some distinct professions that you will definitely have a problem if you live in Europe, and you might not have that problem if you're in the US or you're in Canada. So not to say that Canada is better than Europe, not to say Europe is better than Canada. I'm just highlighting one very important point that you need to consider while choosing your travel destination. So a lot of people have asked me, what do I think is better? Is Canada better? Is US better? There's no way that it's better. It's all about you. It's all about what you want, your plans, your goals, what matters to you. So maybe I want to speak English. That's what matters to me. I want my children to be able to communicate in English. I want them to live in an environment. I want them to get their passport faster. That's what matters to me. So I'm choosing Canada over any other country. If what matters to me is that I want to keep traveling around European countries, so I'm gonna choose based on what matters. I have a senior colleague in Germany, and he told me that if Canada is not paying above $120,000 a year, he doesn't want to relocate. That's his plan because he's doing well in Europe. He's an IT person. So he says that he's looking at coming to Canada, but if they don't pay 120,000, he's not coming. That's exactly the mindset that I want people to have. Not to have the mindset of 120,000 people, no, $120,000 per year. No, that's not what I mean. But a mindset of a focus. When you know why you're taking a decision, I want to go to US. Why are you going there? Why not the other side of the world? So that's the mindset that I want people to have. You have to have a reason for doing something. So don't just jump in the plane because people are going to Canada. Don't jump in the plane because people are going to Dubai. I could spend 10 hours talking about Dubai. I mean, I lived there for 2 years, so that's a lot. I see a lot of people 1.5 million, 2 million. That's what they pay for agents, and then come to Dubai and they're working as cleaners, earning 1,000 dirhams. Dirhams it's the currency in the United Arab Emirates. So 1,000 dirhams. Presently, 1 dirham is about 132 naira. So at 132 or 129. So if you earn 1,000 dirhams, that's pretty much any 129,000. But please, a lot of people in Nigeria say, oh, if I can get 129,000, if I can get 130,000, that's a lot of money, oh. Dude, your food, your transportation, it's not in naira. So if you earn 130,000 naira, it's same as somebody who is in Lagos earning 200 or 220, because your expenses is also in that same currency. Okay, for example, in Estonia, I was paying rent and utilities at some point 650. There was one I was paying almost 750. Yeah, I had to run out of that apartment though because this wasn't what it is too much. 750. Of course, in some other European countries are paying 1,000, 2,000. I'm talking from Estonian perspective. So 650 euros a month rent and bills. In present exchange rate, we're talking about almost 380,000 naira per month, not year. Every month, almost 400,000 naira is going for rent. So when somebody tells you that, oh, I'm working in a company, my salary is 1,500 euros, and then you carry your calculator, you calculate 1,000 times 600, 1,500. So this person is earning around 900,000 naira. Oh boy, almost a million. That person is paying the rent, 400,000. And then we're talking about basic rent. We've not talked about transportation, feeding, clothing. One jacket, one winter jacket could cost as much as 80 to 100 euros. So 60,000 naira to buy a jacket. How many people in Nigeria can buy 60,000 naira clothes? Just one cloth is a jacket, one, not 10. Not you are not going for multiple shopping or just one item of 100 euros, 80 euros, 70. If you're going to buy something cheap, it will be around 45 to 50, which is still about 30 to 40,000 naira. So you need to understand all of this and don't make your decisions based on hearsays. You need to understand what what makes up all of these costs, and then you understand how to make proper decisions. So that's what I want people to know. Don't just jump on a plane. Don't just say that, oh, I want to be here. So I mean, I've said a lot and I'm still waiting. I hope I have some questions. I really want this to be beneficial to people. I don't like people wasting the money. I've been there, done that. I've done every work, and maybe I could even share my experience about stuff that I did. So I see a lot of people in Nigeria. You've actually made yourself so useless that everything you come to the media to beg, everything you come to the media to say, give me 5,000, give me 3,000. I finished from the university with a second class offer, so I mean that's not a bad degree, and I was working in the block industry for quite a while, carrying block on my head. I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying that there is dignity over labor. There is dignity over what hard work. But a lot of people choose to use the media as a lazy way of obtaining things. That person that you think is in the States, that person you think that is in Germany, it's not everybody who is in these countries that are doing well. You need to understand this. Some people are struggling. Some people don't even have their next month rent. Some people have loans packed up and they can't pay. But because you see them take a picture in front of the Eiffel Tower, or you see them take a picture in somewhere beautiful, and you just conclude that they are doing fine and everything is absolutely okay, that's not true. So before you beg, before you raise your hand of help, have you tried yourself? Have you tried to work? Because you see that in Nigeria, a lot of people say, oh, I can't do this one, I can't do that one. Bro, the people in Europe that you're begging money for, they are washing plates. The people that you're begging money for, they are washing dishes. They are cleaners. Every odd job that you don't want to do in Nigeria, that's what they do to send you that money, which is very unfair. So if you cannot work in the block industry, I worked in cement, I worked pure water. Not I was working pure water company, delivering pure water to all these people selling food at the roadside, even with my second class upper. I did laundry ironing for almost 6 months, overnight ironing. And this is one mistake that I also want to take away from people back home in Nigeria. You're missing a lot of opportunities because you're looking for the easiest way out. So during this time when I was doing all of these jobs, I had friends in US already. I had friends in the Middle East already. But when I have a chat with them, I'm having a chat is, bros, how far? How can I do this? How much it go cost me? I'm asking questions. But instead you're asking for 5,000, 10,000 naira and then losing your pedigree and losing your, relevance and stuff. It's not worth it. So I have another questions. As master students here in Europe, what can I do to switch from Europe to Canada? As master student, express entry is your best shot. Express entry is your best shot. Get a job. If you I see that a lot of people make the mistake when they get to Europe, they want to also because also makes more money than normal getting a job. As a master student, express entry is your best shot. Is your best shot. Is your best shot. Express entry is your best shot, and I have a lot of success stories from that. So once you finish your masters, start to gather yourself together, do your IELTS and get good score. And if you have a wife or husband already, and if they are Europeans, better for you. And if they are not, have them also write the IELTS, apply together, and their IELTS can boost you. Also, your age matters. If you're under 30, it's very good. If you're above 30, it doesn't mean that you cannot do it, but it just means that your points is reduced at every 1 year age. That 1 year after 30 years is reduced point, another 1 year reduced point. So, but if you're under 30, absolutely fantastic. That's very good. So, once you finish your masters, take your IELTS, have your spouse take their IELTS as well, and boom, with the current situations, Canada needs more people. Canada is welcoming over 400,000 yearly for the next 3 years, so that's about 1.2 million prospective immigrants that Canada is welcoming. So we are anticipating some sharp drop in the ranking score, in the CRS score, that you will need to get into the pool for express entry. So if you are a master student right now, please focus on it, and once you're done with it, put it into express entry, create your own profile and put all of these details and get into the pool. And the good side is you migrate with the permanent residence. This is available for everybody. It's not even just Europeans. You get a permanent residence and you move directly here. And trust me, I cannot exhaust the advantages of moving to Canada as a permanent resident. If you come here, you can go back to school with full funding, though you have to pay some back. Some will be gifted to you by the government. So there's a whole lot of stuffs available for permanent residents. And after 3 years, if you remain in Canada, if you don't leave for 3 years, you can get your citizenship by just taking the citizenship exam and filing taxes for 3 tax period. That's all. The citizenship exam is not some quantitative or arithmetic. It's just knowledge of the rules and laws of the land. That's all. And boom, three. So let's say if you're very lucky, you come to Canada in November. That means you file your tax in January. So that helps you. So after 3 years, after three filed taxes, you apply for your Canadian citizenship. That's all. And you have your Canadian citizen, you're a citizen of the world. I think you can travel about 180 or 178 countries visa free. So you can see that the advantage is so crazy. You don't have to learn any language. Canada is bilingual. It's English and French. So whichever you speak, you're good to go. So that's it. I hope I was able to answer that question. Okay, I'm having a question here, but it's into my inbox. I will answer that later. Let's deal with the life right now. So please, questions. Let's answer questions. Let's educate ourselves. So actually, I'm scheduling 1 hour for this because I have a lot to do. I have to be in the meeting by 11:45, and it takes about 20 minutes drive. So please, we don't have so much time. If you're just joining us, my name is Femi. As you can see, we're live on Gist Arena TV on YouTube. Please, guys, please. Now I'm begging you. You're not paying me to be live here to talk about this, but go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be leaving my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be leaving the link of my YouTube channel in the comment section. So please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, that's your way of supporting me. And one day, at some point, I will share my experience on YouTube. I mean, I'm a very shy person. I don't like cameras, but that's one fear that I was able to break, and then decided, okay, why not? Why can't I do that? So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook, share my post, and I'm thinking of switching my Facebook profile to a page soon. So let's get to at least 2,000 followers first, and then we can see. Right now we're about 650 or so. It's been crazy. It's from 400 and 650 in just 3 days. That's crazy. So people, that's all I need from you. Blow me, like scatter my social media profiles, my Facebook, IG. My IG profile is FMC underscore official, and YouTube channel G Serena TV and the Experience. So please, your questions, your questions, your questions, your questions, your questions. That's what we're here today, to answer your questions, to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that we did. A lot of people will probably will feel like, oh, if they knew better, they would have made better decisions. So I need your question. So, Michael, I hope I was able to answer that question. As a master student in Europe, express entry is surely your best shot. Of course, also that I forgot, you could also go with PhD. So I would suggest that you can also do that. I totally forgot. So you can actually move to Canada also as a PhD student, and you can relocate that with your family. So if you if you if you move to if you get a PhD, you can move with your family as well. So that's also very possible, and and you get some level of funding for your PhD as well. And I see a lot of people move to Saskatchewan. I still don't know how to pronounce that. So places like Regina, Manitoba, they are not in the city, so life is less expensive there, and things are much easier there. When I mean easier, it's not as if it's on a platter of gold, but compared to life in Toronto, Toronto can be crazy. You know, if you want to buy a house, say in Manitoba or in Regina, you probably talk about $400,000, $350,000. But boom, if you move that same house to Toronto here, we're talking a million. We're talking $900,000. So that already tells you the difference in these two places. So that's possible. You can go for your PhD, get a school, talk to a professor, and you can relocate with your family. As a PhD, you can relocate with your family. That's very, 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 very possible. So, so which other one? I mean, those are just two very, very obvious and easy ones that you can use: PhD and express entry. So, but if you ask me for the fastest way, then the PhD is much faster, because once you are able to secure this admission, you can apply for the visa and boom, you go. But the difference is that you don't move with a permanent residence. So, but when you arrive in Canada as a PhD student, you can within, I think, after a year, you can start to do the express entry, and then your points shoot up massively. So you get better points for the fact that you're in Canada and you are undergoing your PhD degree. That helps your points ranking massively. So that's always something that you can harness as well. So I'm going to be sharing the YouTube channel link on the chat. So please, people, follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and on Instagram I'm FemZ underscore official. Also on YouTube, I do have two YouTube channels. So I'm gonna give you the other one. Is called The Experience. As I said, kind of we've been on the down for about 2 weeks because we just got some new equipment and we're trying to adjust to, I'm do everything I do on the channel, I do myself: editing, video, everything I do myself. So I'm trying to learn some softwares and stuff so that I can better my work, because content, it's not the only thing that matters. You also have to have good productions and do it properly. So that's what we're trying to do. Best. So I just left in the comment section my two YouTube channel, my Instagram. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share my WhatsApp number directly. So I see another questions in the comment section. What about masters? Yeah, as well. If you can come to Canada to do your masters as well, and you can sponsor your spouse as well with it. But take like, you don't get a permanent residence for masters, you get a study permit. So, and there are restrictions on how much work you can do. But the good side is that After a year, you can start to apply for your express entry. If not even up to a year, once you get into Canada, being in Canada, being a student helps your permanent, helps your express entry profile. So it helps your points ranking, and that's very good. So you can, that's what a lot of people do. So they come here for their PhD, and along the line they switch to express entry and they get their permanent residence with express entry. And it doesn't stop your program. You can continue, you can finish it, you can decide to stop it if you want. But I mean, it doesn't. If you've been 2 3 years into a program, why would you stop it? Why not just finish it and become a doctor, and that improves your employability? So that's what a lot of people do. Actually, they come here on study visa and they're able to move to express entry. Like I said, Canada is one of the places that have like massive, uh, like the stream of immigration is so many. And I used to say that Canada is like a place where at some point you can help a lot of people. You can sponsor your parents to get a permanent residence. You can bring them over whenever they have super visas. Super visa means a 10-year visa for your parents, and it's like multiple entry. They can come and go as much as they want, and they can stay for up to 2 years at a stretch as well, which is super visa. So you can see a whole lot of nice immigration stuffs available for you. So I mean, I'm not selling Canada to anybody. Like I said in the beginning of the video, traveling to a place should be about your distinct characteristics, what you want, what are your aspirations, what are those things that really matters to you. It's not just about all of these things. So I'm saying these things because they're quite interesting to me and they're quite things that I need and I want. So for you, it could be different. Going to Dubai is not bad. It all depends on how you go and what you go for. So that's the point. There are people who have businesses in Dubai and they are doing well as well. So what are the criteria for masters and the cheapest school in Canada? So the criteria for masters is simply the same almost across the world. You finished your bachelor's, that's when you can do a master's, preferably with a 2-1 minimum, because most schools don't take second class lower anymore. So if they will take, you have to do some PGD courses or something like postgraduate courses. So that's the major criteria. And cheapest schools in Canada. Cheapest schools in Canada, I wouldn't say there's a particular cheap school. It's always about the location, by the way. Schools in Toronto will be more expensive. Schools in Vancouver will be very expensive. But schools in the cold region, part of Ontario, maybe in what is the name of this city? In Sudbury, in Regina, deep down in Manitoba, Calgary, everything is cheaper. It's just the same framework of every city. Like in Nigeria, how expensive is a house in Abuja? How expensive is a house in Lagos? So how expensive is a house in Akure, in Ado? So it's the same. It's the same across all countries. If you don't live in a city, life is less expensive in other parts of it. So if you're looking for a school there, you will probably go to those places. And a lot of people don't know. I'm having a group right now, and it's first class. I want to work with first class students from Nigeria to get a funded scholarship. I'm not affiliated with any school, but I just believe that because I have access to internet a couple of hours a day for this purpose, I'm able to help them in navigating the application. And also we are trying to gain secure funding for these students as well, simply for first class students. So a lot of is available, a lot of things is available. Go on, everything is on web. And the problem is with Nigeria, there's network is bad, there's no electricity, internet is just the portal to everywhere and everything. So that question, what are the cheapest schools? If you have access to the internet, you can check. Just go away from the big cities and you will have cheaper tuition, because people don't want to go there, so the tuition is less. It's just the same way it works in Nigeria. So I hope that I was able to answer that question as well. So more questions, more questions, more questions, more questions, more questions. And also the criteria for masters is might be distinct to different curriculum, different institutions. So some might request a 2-1. I don't know if they still get a 2-2. Some might ask for different things, but surely 2-1, then that's when you should be able to talk. But if you have a 2-2, the opportunities are not so many, if there is any, for masters with a second class lower. But also, if you don't have a second class upper, you can always do another degree. I did a video on my YouTube channel, The Experience Study Visa to Canada, and I talked about how you're able to apply for study visas and the do's and don'ts of study visa applications. So if you have a degree and you want to go for another degree, there's some things you shouldn't do. It's all in that video. Just all point to the Experience YouTube channel. The link is in the chat comments, and you can see what I said there. And if you have any questions, use the comment section of that video, and I will be sure to answer all of your questions as well. So I hope I was able to answer that questions. Irene, I don't know what is the full name. Maybe it's Rotimi. Sorry if I called by the surname. So I don't really know which is. But so that's what I think about it, and that's based on previous knowledge, previous attempts myself. I did when I was in Dubai. I actually wanted to move to Vancouver, and it was University of Canada West. Tuition was cheap there, not because Vancouver is cheap, but it was all these private universities that wanted just money, money, money. So try small cities. Don't chase Toronto. Don't chase the big cities. No, life is expensive here. Even if you eventually get the admission, even visa is quite difficult because a lot of people want to come into to Toronto. So the competition is high. So don't chase it. It's the same country. Go to all those small places with extreme weather, and at some point after school, freely you can switch, come to Ontario, and continue your life. That's it. So it's a very good tactics. Go to that small place and start from there, and then you can move to the city if you really want to move to the city. Like I said, life is crazily expensive in Toronto region, but you also know that when you talk about city comes with expensive and also opportunities. So the opportunities available in Toronto won't be available in other parts of the country. So pretty much. So questions. So I just want us to, educate ourselves, learn from each other, and I don't want to make it mistake. So I said I'm actually putting 1 hour. It's 11:01. I started this live stream 10 o'clock, so already it's 1 hour and 1 minute. So I'm became friends with me. So I'm going to be putting another 5-10 minutes just in case somebody comes late. Please questions. If we don't have questions, and just 5 more minutes, and we can call it a day. I want to do this maybe once in a month and talk about different things, and so we're able to educate ourselves as well. So please, questions. This live section is actually for you, to ask me questions, and let's educate ourselves, and let's get access to opportunities around the world. Everything is not money. In fact, money is usually the last part of a process. It's all about information. Information is power. What you know can take you way above what money can do. So yeah, good seeing you, Matthias. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. So questions. If there are no questions, 3 more minutes. I'm waiting, and so I want to ask you questions. I want us to, I want to see your testimonies after a year, after 6 months, after 8 months that I was able to do this. Like I said, time is not, it's not something that I so much have, but I'm willing to spend my time into a good cause. A lot of people are in my message section and stuff. Please, if you ask me for money, except somebody just dash me something, you are most likely to go to my spam folders. Especially if you ask me for money as the first time, you just send me a friend request, I accept. The next thing you start to tell me about your problem, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You will most likely end in my spam folder. Please. My question is, how can I get a job opportunity over there in Toronto? So yeah, you can get a job opportunity. First, it's easy. I will type in the comment section the job site in Toronto. So it's indeed.ca. So I'm going to type in the name of the job search. So indeed.ca. So on this here, you have jobs in Canada. You can click on it, apply for jobs there, and even just with a Google search, employers in Canada, based on. But the thing is that you need to understand that getting a job in Canada means you're really good at what you do. So nobody wants to give a work visa for a cleaner. Nobody wants to give a work visa for a security guy. A lot of people come on to Nigeria and say, "Oh, we're employing security guy. Oh, we're employing cleaner." Like, dude, but a lot of them are just scam, plain scam, plain scam, plain scam. So you can apply for jobs there if you're good at what you do, if you have a good degree, if you have good experience. And also, please use LinkedIn a lot. Use LinkedIn a lot. A lot. I've seen people get jobs from Canada without applying through LinkedIn because you show your job there, you show your experience there, you make official professional posts there. Employers are reaching out to people via LinkedIn. So stop being only Facebook person. Use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very good to connect. So apply for jobs. You click on the job, put it there that you're not in the country, and then I'm sure they will be able to help. Thank you, ma. Mrs. Bamboye, thank you. God bless you, ma. So that's one way to get a job. People might reach out to me that you need a job. A lot of people are also in Canada. They don't even have a job. So what am I going to do? Take your CV to the employer that, oh, this person is a job. Except if I have a company and I'm employing you. But anyway, if I have a company and I want to employ you, I have to still go through the labor people in charge of labor, and let them know that that person I'm employing has a skill that I cannot get in the Canada labor market. So what is that skill that you have that is not available in the Canada labor market that I'm employing you from Nigeria? Then they will be able to give a work visa. So these are things that I've seen people who just finished secondary school and they say they are looking for work visa in Canada. Who want to how? You finish secondary school, you've not gone to an institution, that's not even a problem. You don't have one IT certificate, you are not one software guru, or this kind of things. You need to realize that these countries are far, far above where we are. So for you to get there, you have to be also on the top. You have to have something really big to offer. That's how it works. So I hope I was able to answer that questions on how you can get a job opportunity here in Toronto. So I put drop it there, indeed.ca. You can apply for jobs there and let the employer know that you're not in Canada at the moment. And if they're willing to sponsor your work visa, they will let you know. You don't have to pay a penny for that if you apply a job. I'm sure there are also agents who do work visas, but like I said, a lot of them are just plain lies, and they're just going to take your money. One or two can be true, because they have some collaborations with some companies, and they make a lot. Every system always has a way through the backyard. So, but like I said, starting from July, I'll be doing visa and document verification for free on my page. So if you got a work permit, if you got a work visa, if you got a work offer, send it to me and we will confirm directly from the company. Is it in Dubai? Is it in Europe? Is it in the North American region? Canada, US? Send it to me and I will verify these informations for free. And these same things is what you can actually do, but just that in Nigeria we don't understand the power of email, and we don't understand the power that you can actually call any company. Like, yeah, call any company. Hi, my name is Femi, and can I speak to the HR? Okay, hold on a minute, I will transfer your call. Hi, I got a work visa from my friend, and I would like to confirm if actually this company issued a work visa on this name. Okay, just a minute. What did you say the name is? Oh, I'm sorry, we're not recruiting at the moment, and we didn't give any work permit application. We didn't give any work approval for this person. Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling. Please do reach out to us if you need further information. That's how the conversation goes. So you can actually do that very easily from Nigeria, from any part of the world, maybe except for Dubai, because Dubai has electronic visa, so maybe you need to check on the system which you don't have access to. But from July, like I said, God willing, we will be doing some visa and documents verification for people who want to travel abroad and who are at the edge of being scammed by all these fake agents. So let's see how it goes. There's a whole lot on the plate. Trust me, 24 hours is not enough in a day. It's really not enough. But I mean, we got to do what we have to do. It's not about money. It's not about fame. It's not about whatever, because one day we would all leave this earth, and the only thing that gives you joy is how many lives that you were able to bless and those you were able to assist. It's not easy, trust me. Moving out of the country is not easy. The pandemic has not made it easier as well, but it's still very possible. It's very possible, and you don't have to break the bank to travel out of Nigeria. It's just being in the right position, right opportunity, and understand what works for you and what you should do. And also, a lot of factors to consider. So it's gonna be 11:10 in about a minute. There is no questions now. So I will be signing out in a minute. I want to appreciate everybody who's been there from the beginning. I want to appreciate everybody who's joined. Please don't forget, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Gist Arena TV, the link is in the comment section. the Experience YouTube channel. The link is in the comment section. And follow me on Instagram, femz_official. I'm not so big IG person, but I mean, here and there we just try to maintain an open network and open communication channel so that everybody can reach you, because you never know who has that groundbreaking and world shaking ideas to share with you, and you can be whatever that you want to be. So thank you everybody. I want to appreciate you once again. I love you guys, and I'm still here. That small, young, gentle guy. Feel free to reach out to me. And please, if you send me a message, if I'm not replying immediately, trust me, it's because I'm busy. Once I'm not, I'm going to reply you. So thank you, everybody. I hope to see you some other time. And until then, please stay safe. Stop. Don't stop improving, please. That's very important. Even if you're in Nigeria, even if you don't have the funds to travel out, that's not the end of the world. Don't stop improving. Learn more, acquire more skills, acquire more certificates if possible, become a better person, learn something. And at the end of the day, you'll be glad that you did. So I love you all, and God bless you. Ciao.